What up, everybody? It's your boy Old Man Sim here, back with some more fire content. In today's video, we are going to talk about my first ever experience in LFG on the official Tarkov Discord. We're going to go over the good, the bad, the downright ugly, but stay tuned to the end of the video to see how it all turns out. Do I end up getting out of raids? Do I end up having a good time? How does it go? Let's find out. But before we get started, everybody, I do stream over on Twitch 5 days a week. The link is right below. It's also in the bio. Also, if you could hit a like, a subscribe, leave a comment on this video. Tell me if you want more content like this. Please, please do. It helps with engagement. It helps the algorithm. It gets my videos out there more. I appreciate everybody out there who does. And let's go continue with the video. So everybody, we're here with some story time. I've had Tarkov for a while. I'm not a good player. I've had it for a few wipes. Probably had it for like a year or two, but last year I went and bought the Edge of Darkness edition, which is like the super duper edition. And I enjoy playing it. It's a lot. I played a lot off stream. I have played it some on stream. Just a full disclosure, I'm not that great. Like I think I'm a level 7 or 8 this wipe. I know how to play the game. I know the basics of the game, but I don't necessarily know the maps very well. I don't always know what I need to do or where I need to go or anything of the sorts. Or, you know, like the maps other than customs and factory. And I go in there and I do runs and stuff, and I've got a nice little stash and I've got stuff, but I really don't get progression. I don't push fights very often. I don't really know the things to do to be a better player. So last night on stream, I was playing some Final Fantasy 7. I decided to go play some Tarkov, and I do the things, all the measures, you know, to keep from getting stream sniped and all that stuff. I hide the little lobby number at the corner. I change screens while I choose what I get into. And people are like, well, Sim, you're like a 5-10 viewer Andy on Twitch. Who's going to stream snipe you? Listen, people need experience and want points and money and gear in that game. And it's a difficult game with a high learning curve. I suck like ass. I'm not going to lie. So people will do anything. People will do anything either to get a rise out of a streamer or to get loot and stuff. So, you know, I'm always leery about playing it on stream. But I jumped in, I took other measures, and I was playing, and I just really wasn't getting the kind of, you know, leaps for playing. I think 25 raids. I'm only level 7 or 8, and I haven't like gotten the progression that I wanted. So I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go and LFG with some people. See if I can find somebody to Sherpa me, not necessarily Sherpa me or carry me, but to take me, you know, a little bit further. And that's where I found the Escape from Tarkov Discord. And the Discord's really nice. I found another LFG Discord as well, but it was active, but I couldn't really get any hits. And then the Tarkov Discord, I would go and I would talk to some people and chit chat and try to, you know, find some people to play. Look through the LFG chat, look through the beginners chat. And then somebody told me just jump in a voice chat, jumped in a voice chat. One of the people I talked to jumped in, another person jumped in and said, hey, I'm trying to get these other tasks done, but I'll be willing to help you out. I'm a little more experienced player. I'll take you to Lighthouse. I don't know Lighthouse at all. Got us some loot. Did really well. Then the bullshit happened. We were playing, we were going through some raids, and the one problem that I have with that Discord is that you can't lock a chat once you're in it. So you're in their Discord chats. It has up to 5 people, I believe, is the biggest group you can have. Anybody can jump in, whatever. And at the time, it was only 3 of us playing, and 2 people jumped in the chat. And then a minute goes by while we're doing some raids, and they don't join us or whatever. And I have the Discord on mute because I don't know people. I don't necessarily going to have them, you know, go over the Discord, and they might say some weird stuff. The first person that jumped in was like, hey, I want to know our relationship. Do you eat ass? And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the kind of people we're going to get. He left. I mean, that's my kind of person. I'll say silly shit like that all the time. I drink ass juice, you know what I mean? But that person left. 2 more people jumped in. And after a few minutes, they're not joining anything. I hear my stream in the background through the Discord chat, and I'm like, okay. and they start talking shit like, oh guys, and making weird noises and saying weird stupid shit, and oh look at you fat ass with your big old beard and all this other shit, and I'm like, dude, why are y'all in here trolling? We're not trolling, yada yada yada. And long story short, TLDR, they end up, because the other two people were streaming, plus I'm streaming on Twitch, but they were streaming in Discord. They jump in. When we jump in, they see that we're doing a factory run with our PMCs and we're trying to get this quest done. And what happens? They wipe our entire team. And then they're talking all this shit and bragging about it and how they did it, and they jumped in when we jumped in, and I'm like, man, that's whack. I felt really, really bad because the other person I was with was new, and the other dude was trying to get quests and stuff done. And he was trying to get us gear, and he was being really nice and helping us out. He got us some good gear and showed us some things that we didn't know, and even as somebody who's played some, like, I didn't know either. And this other dude we were playing with was like 4 days in. So I got upset, and I wanted to continue playing the game, but I didn't want to ruin the experience for these people. And now that I figured out anybody could jump in at any time, I was like, you know what, guys, let me just hop off my stream. I went and I rated the boy ℂ𝕆𝕃𝕆𝕎 with Spooky Squad, spookysquad.com. You want to see all the members in there. Make sure you go to that website. Probably going to be the link below. If not, I look silly right now, but whatever. So I jump off stream. And I was like, all right, this is what's going to happen. One of the two dudes, since it's an invite to his Discord, we join in his Discord. And we're all sitting there chit-chatting because we're getting a private chat in his Discord because he plays a lot of Rust or DayZ or one of those. I think it was DayZ. And so we're in there and we're getting ready to get in a raid, and that dude leaves. And we're like, what the fuck? We're in his Discord now. Like, me and the dude Chris were like, what the fuck are we doing? So we jump out, and I promise you there's some good to this story. So just stay tuned and you'll see the good that comes up. Hopefully there is good. So we go and we hop out, and I'm like, all right, man, let's try this LFG again. Maybe there's some good people in there. And then this dude that I talked to earlier, he had DM'd me because we had each other's friends, and he was like, man, I'm a new dude too. I've been on the game for like 2 days. I'll jump and play with y'all. And so 3 of us get in there. We're 3-man squad. We jump in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This other dude's experience jumps in. Cool. We're in there. We're playing the game. This other dude jumps in. He's like a level 28. And so all of us are streaming in the Discord each other, because if y'all don't know the game, like, there's no HUD, there's no whatever. You have to rely on a lot of communication and visual cues and stuff. So we had him up there just in case one of us got lagged behind or we didn't team kill or any of that shit. And ended up playing a few raids. Like, everything was going great. And one of my man's Chris, he got killed a bunch of times. Unfortunately, didn't make it out very many of the raids early on. He got jumped up on, and I wiped the dude that killed him, and he had a bunch of good gear, and we ran over to dorms, and we were getting some quests done. And this dude started acting funny. The dude that was a 28, the other dude called him out and was like, dude, you're a 28, but you said you've barely been playing the game. He's like, yeah, my friends carried me through the game. Like, I don't know this game very much. I'm only a 28 because of that. Like, I just don't know the game. I've been carried. And the dude that was experienced kind of sussed and was like, that's kind of sus, bro. Like, you're 28 and you're saying you don't know the game. And so the dude would ask like a question here and there. Oh, what's good ammo, or what's good this, or what's good that, to try to like throw us off the scent. So like I said, we go through 2 or 3 raids, and it's going good, and we're doing pretty well. And we jump into customs, we run over to dorms, and I'm like, yo, you got the key? And he's like all iffy, like, yeah, I got the key. And I'm like, okay. Because we had to go to a specific room. And so we go, and he jumps in, and we jump in the raid, we jump in the dorms. I'm all suited and booted and looted. Like I said, my friend Chris got killed, but I killed the dude that killed him. Dude had all this good gear. took it off of him, went to dorms, started getting good gear. And as soon as we get into dorms, it's a really tight situation. The dude starts doing voice commands from the game. And we're like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? It's annoying. And it's caught. And then you stop communicating with it. And I'm like, that's really weird. And, you know, we need to communicate a lot. And I was like, so dude, like, are you here? And he's like, oh yeah, sorry. And then he's like, I was like, dude, do you have that key to room 206? He's like, yeah, I got it. Just go down the hallway. It's right over here. I walk down the hallway. He turns around and obliterates my friend. Then turn around and obliterates me. He's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I thought you were a bad guy. I didn't mean to do that. My bad, bro. Like, you weren't talking. And I'm like, dude, we were all talking. What are you talking about? And he's like, oh man, love, I'm so sorry. And he loots all of our stuff. And then he runs into a scav, which was a scav guard for 𝕃𝕍𝔼. And which is 𝕃𝕍𝔼 is one of the bosses of the game, and ends up getting shot a few times and runs out. He kills the guard, then ends up running out. And this is where he kind of let us know that he knew it. Oh man, that was 𝕃𝕍𝔼, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, how do you know who this is? How do you know it was a good? He's like, oh man, I'm so sorry, and then starts laughing, and then shuts off his stream, and then jumps out the Discord. He stole all of our shit, and team killed us. Not a very good experience for my first time in the LFG. Had people come in and troll in my stream, then had people come in and team wipe us and take all our shit. And it was just really bad. I was like, you know what, man, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Like, I hadn't died in a few days in the raids. I was doing really well in the raids. And by the way, this footage y'all are seeing now is not footage from the games. It's just some B-roll that I had or whatever. So we're sitting there and you know, me and the dude Chris and the other dude ending, we're like, man, what do we do, man? Like, I was like, I don't know. And then two more dudes hopped in and they're like, hey guys, like we're good at the game. Like, do you mind if we do this and that and whatever? And I'm like, man, I don't know if I trust y'all, man. And the one dude was acting sus. And I was like, man, I think I'm just gonna get off. I was like, man, I don't know, man. Like, I haven't died in days, and like now this bullshit's happening. Like, I don't know if this is, you know, is worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be geared up. I might not have the greatest thing, but I'm not losing shit. You know what I mean? Dude was like, man, I promise you, man. Like, I'm not kidding with you. He started making jokes about team killing stuff. I'm like, man, here we go. He's like, look, I'll show you my stash. I got all this stuff in it. I don't need your stuff. And I got the keys you wanted, I think. And I'm like, told him my whole entire story. He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if we're gonna do it. So I was like, you know, maybe just give me a few. I'll walk my dog. I was, at this point in time, I'm swearing off the Discord. I'm like, this is stupid. I'll just have to find, like, somehow find people to play it. But I told you the bad and the ugly. What ended up happening is we jumped into them with them at about 12:30 at night Eastern time. We actually ended up playing until 5 in the morning together. I met two really good dudes, 𝕃𝕀𝕍𝔼 and Polly. I should have called him Polly Pocket because I was hiding in his pocket the entire damn time. We played and got like 10 quests done, got like all this shit done, balled out, got all this good gear. I didn't die not again for the rest of the night. And just have fun, man. Like, we did some hard shit, we did some easy shit, got out of my comfort zone, and just probably had my like best night of raids of Tarkov ever. And I told you there's probably gonna be a happy ending to this, and there was. I was very surprised. I went from having like, you know, a mil in my bank to in my bag to having like 1.8 mil, which isn't a big jump, but my stash went from worth from like 6 or 7 mil to being worth like 10 mil now. I've got all this kind of good loot and everything, and the moral of the story is like things always don't start off good, but it doesn't mean that they're going to end badly. I'm glad that I jumped in that Discord and the experience was eye-opening. One was, I don't know if I'm ever going to stream Tarkov on Twitch again. If I did, it definitely won't be LFGing. It'll be trying to find a group of people offline that I can feel like I can stream with them and maybe get into a Discord call or bring them into my Discord or join a Discord that they're in, but just not in the massive Discord. I mean, there's fucking millions of people in that. I say millions, hundreds of thousands of people, thousands of people. I don't know. A fuck ton of people. Millions, I'm just trying to be grandiose, but in that Discord. So in the bio below, I am going to link the Tarkov Discord. I do recommend it's a great place to go. You're going to deal with some weird bullshit. You're going to deal with some bullshit or whatever, especially because the chats aren't locked. I wish they would find some way you can lock your chat once you're in there. I did have a funny thing. One time a dude did join, he started sharing his video, and it was just a dude rubbing his belly. He was just rubbing his belly, and that's his entire video, making weird noises, like moaning and shit. And I'm like, okay. But with all the weirdness and everything, there's a lot of information in there. There are a lot of people in there willing to help. If you're trying to get quests done, it's a good place to go. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it if you're a streamer. I would say that you might get wiped a few times. You might get team killed. Make sure that you do report these people. Both people that did some bullshit got banned for it. So, I mean, that's really good. They were quick to it because it's against their rules, against their terms of service in their Discord. But it is a great place for knowledge. It is a great place to find other people that are doing quests and stuff. But the one thing I will say is beware, especially if you're a new player, beware. People will try to take advantage of you. They'll try to steal your shit. They'll try to do whatever. But a big shout out to Chris, to Polly, to Buck50. The other person, I can't remember his name and I apologize. It turned out to be a really positive experience. Tarkov is not an easy game, but it's a game that I've grown to love and I want to get better at. So if you could leave a comment below about any stories you have about a good LFG spot or horror stories that you've had in Tarkov, or if you're trying to look for games, are you trying to, you know, give me some tips and tricks or just want to help out and you want to, you know, send me a message, link up, and we'll be glad, I'll be glad to run with you. Like I said, tell me about your Tarkov experiences. And if you like more of this content, once again, hit the subscribe button at the bottom. Just let me know, if you like more content like this, if you want to see more things like this, you want to see more experiences, I will be trying to put out other videos. I will be playing this offline to get some more footage and some more videos and stuff. But this is your boy ℂ𝕆𝕃𝕆𝕎, and I just wanted to give my experience with my first ever LFG in Tarkov. So thank you for listening to my TLDR, and I hope to see you in the Twitch channel. Maybe see you on YouTube, and maybe run a raid or two with you. Thank you so much, guys. Boy ℂ𝕆𝕃𝕆𝕎 out. Peace. Oh, he just fucking made me do a fuck. That's how I dance in real life, bro. Just like that.